Today we're going to be talking about what to look out for when you are looking for a life partner. So, we all want to get married, and of course, when we are getting married, we want a life partner that we are going to spend forever with. Just like the word says, life partner, it means that you are looking for somebody that you want to spend forever with. And it will be disastrous if you have a life partner that you're going to spend eternity with and that person is going to be some kind of bone in your throat. Hello guys, and welcome to another beautiful day with me, and my name is Obinje. Oh, if you're just seeing me, I'm a relationship enthusiast and I create content on love, life, marriage, and basically everything that has to do with relationship. So like I said, if you're just seeing me for the first time, don't go without subscribing to my channel and turning on your post notification so that every time I get to post a new video, you'll be notified. And to my new subscribers and my old subscribers, I just want to thank you for always stopping by to watch my videos. It's so wonderful. I recently reached out to a YouTuber like me on YouTube. Although she's not a new YouTuber like me, I reached out to her and she actually did me a shout out on her channel, and courtesy of her we have some new members here. So I just want to shout out to PopeTv, and if you're just getting to know about PopeTv, I'm going to leave a link in the description box to her channel so that you could go over there and of course watch everything she talks about. Indeed, you will love her. She's so funny. She creates content on family, lifestyle, and all of that. Indeed, like I did enjoy her, I know you guys are going to enjoy her. And of course, it's another beautiful day, and I hope that we make the most of what we have. Have you ever had to sit down with somebody that you have some kind of romantic feelings with, and in the course of the outing or whatever it is that people are doing, you really don't have anything to converse about, you really don't have anything that you guys could sit down and talk about, or even if you get to talk about things, you never get to agree on any of those things? Have you ever? I bet you a million of us have had those kind of moments whereby there's this person we had this kind of feelings for, but every time we sit down to talk about something, we never get to agree on anything. And of course, there's one thing about respecting what somebody believes, but this is an issue whereby you never agree. You guys cannot just come to a compromise about a particular subject or a particular topic you're talking about, or every time people just go out, they just, in fact, this person makes you feel on the edge. You are not just so comfortable with the person because you guys do not have a common belief or a common ground, or you people don't just share anything in common. That's a way to know that this person this is not somebody you would want to spend forever with. This is not somebody you would want to give your forever with. Somebody that you people can never get to agree on any particular thing. You people can never sit down to just share something in common, because you see, when you are thinking of a life partner, this is somebody you are going to spend your forever with. This is somebody you are going to spend the remainder of your life with. And just imagine 30, 40, 50 years together. You people don't share anything in common. You don't share nothing in common. It's going to be one boring time together. So you see, when you are looking for someone you want to share your rest of your life with, this is something you'd want to think about. What do we share in common? What are those things that we can sit down and do together? What are those conversations that we could talk about endlessly and we will not get tired about it? You just need to sit down and understand your kind of person. If this person you're trying to checklist fits into basically all of those things, trust me, choosing a life partner based on these things would do you a lot of good and harm. Another thing you need to put into consideration is that how compatible are you both in the other? Yeah, how good or compatible are both of you in the other room? I know that we are not supposed to be talking about premarital sex and all of that for people who are not married, but of course, if you're going to be talking about, somebody you'd want to spend the rest of your life with, then sex is a discussion that's going to be topping the chat list. You don't want to get married to somebody and end up finding out that when it comes to the sexual matters, that person is lacking behind. Trust me, you don't want to know. And a lot of marriages actually have crashed, or should I use the word crushed, have been broken down because when they eventually get married to this kind of person, they've been claiming to be celibate while they were dating, and when they got married to this person, they found out that this person is not meeting up with standards. So it is so heartbreaking to know that your partner cannot meet you up in the other room. It's painful. I'm not, like I said, I'm not promoting sexual promiscuity while you are dating, but it's left for you as an individual to know what to look out for, to know if your partner is actually, compatible in that area. You wouldn't want somebody who is making all the mouth, and then when you get there after marriage, you find out that truth about the matter is that when you're looking or you are choosing a life partner, that is one area that you do not want to, close your eyes to. Okay? You don't want to close your eyes and say, God be with us and amen to it. Another thing that you would want to, look out for when you're choosing a life partner is how financially stable or compatible you are, or they are. Marriages are not cheap, and marriages will never come cheap. Let's clarify one of these things here. Marriage and weddings are two different things, okay? A wedding is when you're planning for the party, the ceremony, and all of that. And however way you choose to do, it's up to you. If you decide to spend an XYZ amount of money during your wedding ceremony, it's up to you. But truth be told, marriage is different and marriage is expensive, because now you're not doing only you. You are not living life for only you. You've gotten a wife, you've gotten a husband, and in no time kids are going to start coming. And of course, the expenses that are, involved in raising a family. I'm going to leave a link to one of my videos where I talked about what you should expect when kids start coming. So that's part of it. Once the family starts to, expand, then you will get to understand what I mean when I say marriages are not cheap, they're expensive. So when you're choosing a life partner, you're going to be thinking of how financially stable that person is. You don't want somebody that you are going to marry, most especially ladies. You don't want a man that you are going to marry, then he can't give you a decent roof over your head. He can't, take care of the kids. Or when it's time for children to come into this world and start attending school, your kids just have to go to any kind of school. Of course, we have people who are living below the standard, but trust me, would that be your preference? We all want the good things of life, and these good things of life actually do come with money. So you need somebody who is financially stable to, give you that desired kind of life that you want to live. These are one of the things you need to do when you are looking for or choosing a life partner. Don't go and allow love becloud your sense of reasoning and you settle for any kind of thing. Then at the end of the day, you're like, what did I just do? And this can also be linked to your spouse actually having a good career. You cannot afford these good things of life. You cannot be financially stable if you don't have a good career, if you do not have a good business that you are able to manage and bring in good returns. None of this is going to be possible. You are just going to be living by the thread. And of course, you see, when the financial power of the family is low, when the career of both parties or whatever in family is low, expect that there's going to be a lot of trouble. There's something that you also need to put into consideration when you are choosing a life partner, and that will be about kids. You see, in this part of Africa, it's weird to hear that somebody will say that they don't want to have children. But the reality is that there are people who don't want children. There are a number of people that are having children just because they feel that society or family requires that they have children. But deep down inside, they don't want to have children. And when somebody doesn't have that, relationship of wanting to have kids, you can only imagine how they are going to treat these kids when they later come into future. Okay? So when you are choosing a life partner, when you are going out of your way trying to pick out a number of people that, oh, this is who I want, you need to ask this question: does this person want kids? Does this person want to have children? And even if they want to have children, you should also want to know, it's your right to know, because you are thinking of wanting to spend the rest of your life with this person. You are thinking of spending the remainder of your life with this person. So you need to know, do you want kids? If yes, if no, you need to answer. And if your answer peradventure happens to be yes, then you'd want to know how many number of kids. See, look, I know there are some people that say you shouldn't be talking about kids in numbers. It's like you're just talking. Kids are gifts from God. Yes, kids are gifts from God. But I will not say because kids are gifts from God, then I'll just come and have them in number and I cannot take care of them. Of course, I would want to have a particular number of children that I know that I can take care of them financially, I can take care of them emotionally, I can take care of them mentally. See, you need so many things to be able to bring children into this world, to take care of them. The way you are going to treat child A is not the way you are going to treat child B, and that's because people are different. So when you are talking about the financial aspect that's going to give them the goodies of life, you need to sit down and ask yourself, am I in the right frame of mind to relate with children? A lot of us are mentally abused and we do not know how to relate with children, and that's why I keep saying it's one of the reasons why we have a lot of dysfunctional children in the streets today, because we just feel that, okay, we've gotten married, we need to have children, but we don't have what it is to bring children into this world and relate with them. So you need to ask yourself these questions. Do you want kids? If you want kids, how many kids do you want? And the number of kids that we are going to have is going to be dependent on our financial state, our mental state, our emotional state. You get all those things. Don't let nobody pressure you into having this number of kids because, for whatever reason. So that's another thing you need to talk about with this person, or you need to put into consideration when you are choosing a life partner. You wouldn't want a situation whereby you just get into marriage and he wants you giving birth every now and every second, or you're somebody who wants to have this number of kids and your partner is not in agreement with you. You sure would want to dig into this particular discussion. You need to put into consideration hygiene. You don't want to go and marry somebody who can scatter for Africa. You don't want to go and marry a lady who is only conscious about her physical appearance, but when it comes to the home, or a man who is only conscious about his physical appearance and every other thing that has to do with the house is less concerned about it. You don't want that kind of person. I know that a number of us are actually dating people who fit into this boat, but trust me, boyfriend is different from husband, girlfriend is different from wife. Some of the things you can tolerate while you are dating, you cannot tolerate it when you're married. That's just the plain truth. So sit down, ask yourself, how is this my partner or this my prospective person when it comes to hygiene? How clean or how tidy are they? Are they? Is this something that I could close my eye to, or is this something that I could just no. Another thing is that you need to also put into consideration how domesticated this person is. Are you going to be marrying somebody that when it comes to house chores, you say no? Are you going to be marrying a man who believes that it is the work and the job of a woman to look after the house? How domesticated is this person? Is this someone who feels that women should do all the house chores, or is this someone who believes in helping around the house? If you are comfortable with either of both, then you have your answer to it. how relatable is that person with your family, or how open is that person with your family. A lot of people have actually gotten married to people that once they get married, tell them, look, I don't want your family members coming in and out of this house every now and then. You understand what I'm saying? There are a lot of people. Did you hear me well? I don't want experience to teach me. I want to learn from other people's experience. And that's why with so many cases of, husbands or wives having to fight, or these people getting to fight each other, saying this family member is not welcome in this house, this person is not welcome. I want to know how you relate with my family members. I want to know how you get along with them. I also want to know, how my family members relate with you. I want to know what they think about you. I know a lot of us say these things don't matter. They matter. I'm not saying your family members are the ones that are going to choose a spouse or a partner for you, but to an extent, what you do not see, other people are seeing it. You see, because you are so much in love, or you are carried away with whatever feelings you are actually going through, there are so many things you are going to be blinded towards. But these people are out of that picture, they are out of that, world that you are in. So they see so many things that you are not able to see. So I want to, put into consideration how, or whatever it is my family members will have to say about this person in question, how they get along with this person. Is this somebody that they feel, is worth this journey? So you'd also want to know and take into consideration how this person relates or reacts with your family members. You don't want to hear story for the gods at the end of the day. Another thing you'd want to put into consideration when you are choosing a life partner is that you don't want somebody who flirts, you don't want somebody who cheats on you, you don't want somebody who disrespects you every now and then. See, a lot of us have gotten married to people that the signs were there from the beginning. It was there. It was so clear that this person flirts, this person cheats, this person lies, this person lacks every atom of trust or whatever in them. This person is just a no. But because we really wanted to get married, we turned our eyes to some of these things. And what you turned your eye to has a way of, opening your eyes back. In fact, it opens your eye from here to the back. It's like it shows you a serious lesson. So when you're choosing a life partner, you'd want to know how this person, feels about cheating, how this person feels about lies, how this person feels about flirting, what is this person dealing with some kind of trust issues or all of that. You don't want to be caught in a web that it's going to entangle you, if you know what I'm talking about. Come on, you guys, you just have to understand. See, I once had a conversation with somebody and she was telling me about this guy who was married and was actually cheating on his wife, and she was like, but he loves his wife, he provides for her, he gives her basically everything that she wants. And I'm like, girlfriend, don't ever say that. My definition of love is that if you love somebody, you don't want to ever see that person in pain. So have it at the back of your mind that cheating, flirting, even if it's a harmless flirting with somebody outside, it's going to put your partner in pain, because your partner is not going to find it funny. And once somebody doesn't find something funny, you know that deep down inside the person is going to be hurting. So you want to, look at all of this when you are considering choosing somebody for a lifetime. Does the person respect your political views? Does this person respect your religious views? Does this person respect your random views about life? Yeah, these are conversations that every now and then when you get married, you're going to have to talk about it with your partner. And you wouldn't want a situation whereby your views about certain things is actually different from that of your partner, and then it becomes a problem. You don't want a situation whereby your religious views about certain things are going to upset your partner. Just imagine you have a particular view or a mindset about certain things that happen in life, and then your partner wants to crucify you for having to believe in all those things or stand for all those things. You need somebody who is mature enough to know that you are entitled to your opinions, you are entitled to whatever you believe, you are entitled to whatever it is that you say. Nobody is going to gag you or chastise you for your beliefs. So you need that, because conversations are going to be an everyday thing in that relationship, in that marriage, unless of course you want to get married to somebody and the only time we ever have to talk is when you say dinner is served. Okay, trust me, marriage is much more than that. What keeps marriage going on is communication, and communication that is free and purposeful. So trust me, when you're choosing a life partner, you want somebody who respects your views and your opinions and your ideas about, or your values about certain things. Can you imagine getting married to somebody who doesn't find you attractive? Or can you imagine getting married or going to spend eternity or the lifetime that you have with somebody who doesn't think you're beautiful, who doesn't think you're sexy, who doesn't love your body, who doesn't just find anything about you breathtaking? See, there is nothing as hilarious about getting married to somebody and you're dressing up and that person never ever utters a word about how good you're looking, or never ever tells you, oh, your hair is good, or he or she never notices anything new or breathtaking about you. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, when you admonish your partner, it's another way of spicing up the relationship. It's another way of making your partner feel so acknowledged. It's another way of making your partner feel loved in the relationship. And if from that early stage of getting to know yourself, this person doesn't notice any of this about you, girlfriend, you just got yourself into hot mess. See, forget the fact that we women like to be praised. I don't think there's any man out there who's going to dress up, kit up, and look good, and then he's not expecting that his partner is going to hail him. So what more of you, a woman? So this is one thing. Look, till date, when I dress and my husband tells me you are looking good, I know how I feel. I mean, I might not find the words to explain these things, but truly, whether you've been married for 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, or whatever, the fact that your partner finds you attractive is enough. The fact that your partner still uses that eye or that sexy tone to praise you, it's wonderful. Women, see, if you're married, you can attest to this. Imagine you're going out together and you come out and you're dressed to kill and your husband didn't notice it. Please, you people should help me out in the comment section. You know what I'm talking about. If you are dressing to go somewhere and your husband says, baby, you are looking breathtaking. You see, your husband is your praise singer, whether you like it or not. Your husband is your praise singer, and that is the praise singer's voice that you want to hear every now and then. I know some of us will say, oh, we are dressing for the moment, we are dressing for ourselves, I'm not dressing for my husband. Whether you say you are dressing for your husband or you're not dressing for your husband, deep down inside your heart, you know that you want your husband to find you attractive. You want your husband to praise you. You want your husband to be that praise singer. If it were possible that he could carry a loudspeaker to announce to the world that my wife is looking beautiful, you want it. And of course, husbands, if your wives are going to say, you are the best, honey, you look good in this outfit, or all of that, your head is going to be come on, I can see the smoke, I can see the smoke. Another thing you'd want for you when you're choosing a life partner is that you want somebody who's going to respect your free time and respect your space. Yeah, when I talk about this, respect your free time and you respect your space, you know that every time in a relationship you cannot spend it with your husband. You cannot spend every free time or every space you have with your partner. No. Look, there are times you need to hang out with your friends. There are times you just need to be on your own. So you don't need a clingy partner who is going to, want your attention every time. Maybe at the initial stage of the marriage or the relationship, you're going to enjoy it. But trust me, when you get deeper and deeper into the relationship. You want your me time, you want your girl's time, you want your guy's time, and you don't want some crybaby calling you on the phone, or wanting to know every move that you take. So you want somebody who respects boundaries, who respects spaces, and who respects the fact that I'm in a relationship with you, be it dating or be it married, I still have me to tend to. You get it? You want somebody who's going to, give you the free time to do just as you please for yourself, take care of yourself, do those things that you were doing before he or she came into your life. You see, all of these things I'm talking about is necessary. At this point in time, you might just be thinking that, this woman is just talking. When you get married, is then you begin to realize that, see, in as much as you've gotten married, you are still that individual. Nothing has been taken away from you, okay? Yes, something might, add on to you, but nothing has been taken away from you that, should make you worthless or make you so dependent on this partner of yours. Life goes on with or without that person. So you need to still represent you. Have you watched any of those Nigerian movies whereby one party or the other is so controlling? One party is, dictating your every move. One party is dictating everything that you need to do and what not to do, from wearing your clothes to, basically everything that you have to do while you're living with them. Then you will know what I'm talking about. You do not want somebody who controls you. You do not want somebody who is going to, treat you like you are some small child who doesn't know, how to, tell your left from your right. Somebody who is there to, be at your every step you take. We are getting married, and of course we know that the man is the head of the family and the wife is the helpmate. As much as we all have our designated roles to play as a couple, it is for the best interest of both of us that we can agree and we can plan and we can decide on basic things to do. But when you marry somebody who is controlling, who is a control freak, who is a boss, it's crazy. Look, if you are a boss, if you are a control freak, leave it at the office. When you come home, act your role as a husband or act your role as a wife. You cannot be in your house and be treating every other person, your wife, your kids, as if they're your subordinates in the office. It's only a matter of time that your partner is going to, break loose from that tyranny or that, tyrant attribute of yours. You are a husband, act the role as a husband. You are a wife, act the role as a wife. Don't control nobody. Don't, make anybody feel, subordinate to you. And truly, if you're looking for a life partner, if you're looking for somebody you want to spend the rest of your life with, as much as you want somebody who might be a father figure to you or a mother figure, you do not need a control freak. You do not need a boss. You do not need somebody who is telling you basically everything you need to do in such a, commanding and crazy way. There's a difference between wanting somebody who's going to, assist you, in what you want to do, or tell you in a very subtle way what you need to do, than when you meet a boss or a control freak, somebody who wants to be in charge every minute, somebody who doesn't take no, somebody who wants people always on their toes. If you jam those kind of people, then you will know that indeed you do not need a control freak in your life. I wouldn't want a situation where I'm getting into married with somebody and then the person has habits that I know that they are a die-hard fan of that habit of theirs. They can't let go of it and they are not even willing or ready to let go of it. Truth is that all of us have things that we could manage and things that we can, not manage. So you'd want to sit down and weigh your pros, weigh your cons. This person I really want, settle down with. This person that I want as a life partner, are there vices he or she is into that, they can let go or they cannot let go? Are there things that, okay, even if this person cannot let go of them, are there things that I can tolerate? One man's meat is another man's poison. So maybe what I can tolerate, you cannot tolerate. But truth be told, you wouldn't want to, just overlook the fact that, for instance, he's a die-hard smoker, or he's a fish that can take all the bottles in the water. And then you're like, when we get married, he's going to change. Honey, to your greatest surprise, he's never ever going to change, or there's something about her that she doesn't just want to let go of, and you're feeling that okay, when you get married and the children start coming and the whole workload or whatever it is, she's going to slow down, only for you to get married and realize that as a matter of fact, marriage just gave the person some kind of extra boost. So you'd want to sit down and consider all of these things and make sure that you're not shooting yourself in the foot. Another thing you'd want to also think about is that, and I'm going to end it on this issue, it's so common and prominent now in the society that we have a lot of single dads, we have a lot of single mothers, and trust me, I don't think there's anybody, if they are, let me know, but I don't think there's anyone who would genuinely want to be a single mother or a single dad just like that. I mean, maybe they are, I don't know, but obviously if we do have people in the society, that it's as a result of divorce, separation, death, or one of those things that make these people remain in this kind of situation they are in. And of course, many of them would want to remarry. So if you come across any one of these people, know that if you consider them as a life partner, you are going to be taking alongside their luggages, their baggages, which come in the form of children. You cannot be saying you want to marry a woman and you do not want to take her kids. Where in goodness name are you going to be dropping those kids, or is she going to be dropping those kids? Or you say you want to marry this man and you want him to go drop his kids wherever. See, you cannot separate these two people or this group of people from themselves. You cannot expect, if I were a single mother, you want to marry me, then you're saying you want only me and you do not want my kids, you don't want my daughters. I mean, it's just an indication to know that you're really not interested in the marriage with me, or you don't have good thoughts for me. So what I'm trying to say is that should you in your thoughts of considering these people, you need to put into consideration that the society has seen a lot of bad and terrible behavior from fathers, from mothers, to these kids that they get from their significant others, and we are damn too tired of it. We don't want to open our social media platform every day and hear that this man raped his stepdaughter, this woman is maltreating her stepson, her stepdaughter. We don't want to hear it. So if you know that you cannot deal with this, then there's really no reason why you should go ahead and even plan a future with that person. There's really no need, getting into their lives and making it very complicated and, confusing. These children actually need an environment where they are going to, grow up and, be the best. And if you cannot offer any of those things to these children, it's as good as enjoy the time you have with that man or with that woman and move on to somebody who is going to be accommodative, somebody who is going to be comfortable with them in their lives. It's enough. So when you are choosing or you are considering this person for a life partner, this person got kids, it's either you can deal or you cannot deal. So this is where I'm going to end this video on what you should consider, or things you could choose or look out for when you're looking for a life partner. We all want to get married, and we are hoping that whoever it is that we get married to, it's going to be till death do us part. We don't want a situation whereby one of these things we underlooked or we overlooked or we did not even notice will come and give us a slap on the face. We don't want any of this. So I'm going to sign out here. And of course, if you did love today's video, do not forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, now is a very perfect time for you to stop before this video ends. Click on the red button below, and of course you want to do something very special for me and for you. Turn on your post notifications so that every time I get to post one of these videos on love, life, marriage, and basically everything has to do with relationship, you get that notification on your device or whatever it is that you're using. And of course, don't forget to share this video. A lot of people need to know about what they can choose, or what they are going to have to consider when they are seeking a life partner. And of course, it's a get OPJ till I see you again in another promising, beautiful video. Bye.